Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BA'ashem, YAHAWASHI, BA'ashem, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my Akim, YAHAWAH, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. Titus chapter 1, verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. So basically today's topic is going to be about people that are vain talkers and deceivers, or more specifically on a more simplistic term, because that's kind of the theme of this lesson, oversimplifying things versus making things sound more deep and profane and profound than they actually are. And this is the thing. This is the problem that I actually have with Jake in general. They always I'm pretty sure that people have heard like that Dr. Umar type talk where it's like, oh well, you know why people say black instead of white is because they want you to think badly of black and stuff like all that type of shit. It's really just annoying, and it's just like maybe there are some of it that is true. It doesn't change the fact that like you're doing all that extra talking instead of just getting to the actual point of it. That's number one, and as well as the fact that is a lot of times it's not that deep. It's not as deep as they make it out to be when it's just surface level. Like it's like it's lucky. It's like one way you can actually see it is like, why is Esau doing all this stuff? It's as simple as they hate us. Like that's literally it. Like there's no deep, profound reason as to why, other than they just despise us. Like there's nothing else really to say about it. So but yet there's gonna be people that they're gonna be like, oh, because of the this and the this and the that and this happened and all this and all the implications, like all that type of stuff. All right, so to do this lesson was this video, which
that where we have from.
No, we're not. We just showed
we don't even know where we're at. And I'll walk away after I finish annoying all of you guys.
Oh, you can't annoy us, baby. We too spiritual for that.
Okay, good.
This is the missing books.
Good. I'm glad I won't annoy you. So then I'm going to say what I have to say. So not only are we the Hebrew Israelites, our skin, and you can see that I've been mixed and pushed.
Mixed by who?
The white man. But what I'm trying to say.
So what's your father?
My father is from the tribe of Judah, and I am a princess from the tribe of Judah.
So how you say you mixed?
I have a white mother, and I know
mixed. You are what your father is. You ain't got to see. So if your father's from Judah,
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that blesses me. What I'm trying to say is, not only do I realize that I am a Hebrew, but I also realize exactly where I am. And I'm trying to figure out if the Hebrew Israelites know where we are. Because have you ever compared the country of Africa in itself to the country south?
Asia Minor. Because Israel.
So do you know where you are right now?
Yeah, we do. Only the elect on the know.
I'm not elect, and I know.
We in Babylon.
I'm not elect, and I know where I'm at. I'm standing in Jerusalem right now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, spiritually, you
spiritually.
No, I'm physically standing in Jerusalem, and I'm not worried about it. And I don't know about all of y'all, but I study you, and I understand the supremacy of the man over the Hebrew woman. So I just wonder how much longer is it going to take until
the Messiah return?
The Messiah is going to return after this is all rebuilt. But the temple of the Lord is only a few blocks from here.
No, the temple of the Lord is right here.
It's only a couple blocks away.
So you said
they turned it into a parking garage.
So you said the temple of the Lord is a building.
It
That
is
ain't
a
what
building.
the Bible say. The Bible said we are the temple of the Lord.
Solomon,
So you lie.
David. I'm trying to tell you who built it and where you're standing.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to see the rest. You get the point. Basically, she was talking all like, I genuinely feel like, I don't know if you've seen that one movie. I forgot, that Adam Sandler movie where that dude at the end, he was like, everyone that has listened to you talk is now dumber for having listened to you. Like, that's genuinely what I feel right now. I actually feel dumber actually having sat here, stayed here, and let this video play. And as a result, all the people anyone that watches this is now dumber having listened to her talk that. And the sad part is that it affects us more when we're in the truth. It affects us more when we actually know all the facts that what she said is just incorrect. All right, so Slakia on making you dumber, because this video is supposed to make you wiser, smarter, and edify you. Let's attempt to rectify that. All right, now let's attempt to rectify that by going into a lot of the stuff, and basically to avoid people like this, because this is not let me get this. Lock it, bear with me. That we learned, all right, and we're supposed to be marking them and avoiding them, because you need to avoid a woman like this, because number one, she's approaching these men, okay, and if she actually believed that she was a Hebrew Israelite from the tribe of Judah, all right, if she actually believed that, then she wouldn't be going over here trying to teach or tell them something, right? Because that clearly goes to show that she doesn't, she's not actually practicing and implementing the scriptures in her life, okay? Because where does it say a woman's supposed to be going around teaching a man, especially the men that are already knowledgeable on what they're doing? And to the best of my knowledge, I don't think that she's any of their wives. I was about to say husbands, Lakia. All right, so like already she's going completely off. And that's not just for women; it's for men too. It's both of them. Okay, there are men and women that are like this, that like to talk all this stuff like that. Oh, well, you see, the 1 + 2 actually equals 4 because just stay away from these other people. These are the people that just the Lord just hit them with Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. All right, honestly, it's like the key word being strong delusion, that they just cannot, like, I guess, like, think, and they think that it requires overcomplicated thinking to do that, to be able to understand stuff, when it really doesn't. The truth is not as complicated as they make it out to be, where you have to basically do some sort of complex quadratic formula, trigonometry, some type of all that type of shit. It's not. It really isn't. It's just, as soon as you can make certain connections, and it's really just like in math terms, like a 1 + 1 = 2 type type deal. All right. An example would be like the transatlantic slave trade. All right, plus the what's it called, the segregation and the slavery that the Israelites went through, plus Deuteronomy chapter 28. That's 1 plus 1, and then you get 2. So you get the correlation. You see how it lines up. It's really it's not. It doesn't go beyond that. All right. In addition to that, you can also draw more not conclusions, but parallels in learning the history. Learning the history of other nations of people. Okay, like for example the South America, as well as just Native Americans and others. There's a lot of other scriptures that tie in to them. All right, and I did make a lesson. I have made lessons on not South. Well, I think I did do South America. I'm pretty sure Slovakia. But so it was also a lesson on Native Americans, as well as Ainu. I did a bunch of stuff like that. Maybe I might eventually on a later date I might make a lesson on them. Yahawadah. But as of right now I don't have any plans on it, but we'll see. But I do kind of want to do another refresher course in the current times that we're in right now. Aside from that, as I said before, they're under a strong delusion, thinking that, well, number one, there's another strong delusion that thinking that it's based on the color of your skin, which again, that's just wrong. It also kind of goes into the same type of mindset that Esau has when he hates us. All right, Esau thinks that if you're skin, he's gonna hate you and all this stuff like that. All right, when funnily enough, one thing that Esau always does, all right, or he did in the past, because I definitely, again, funnily enough, I'm going back to it, but one thing that he did with the so-called Native Americans, all right, or the Israelites from the tribe of Gad and Reuben, was he would take the kids of the so-called Native Americans, all right, and as well as the Ainu. He would take their kids. He would re-educate them to make them learn Edomite ways and stuff like that, Edomite customs. All right. In addition to that, they would also take their women, and then they would have kids through their women, and then attempt to assimilate them through assimilate them and make them be a part of their society. All right. So yeah, it's basically kind of a form of subjugation, if that's a proper term in this instance. All right. So yeah, that's what they're doing. All right. But yeah, for those that look to be more purebred, so to speak, just as an example of a term, yeah, they would not deal with them. Wait, moving on. Slovakia, bear with me. My thing is slowing down, going slow. All right, so 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 7, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. So a big major issue, okay, which I did hear about. There was a former, I think it was WFI, I could be wrong, so Slovakia about that. But there was I believe it was a former WFI member that was so obsessed with learning many different reading different books, learning many different stuff about like the book of Enoch, the book of this, the book of whatever, instead of just dealing with Old Testament, New Testament, Apocrypha, and just even not wanting to deal with just the scriptures. And that is the thing about Israel or Jake in general. Jake, they want to learn everything, and again, it becomes a problem when you try to when they overcomplicate things and make things more than it needs to be, instead of just focusing on the core aspects of what they have and what they want to understand, or what they need to understand. All right, which is the scriptures and the simplicity and the simplicities, relative terming of simplicities that are in the scriptures. All right. So as a result, there comes that issue of not being obsessed with knowledge when the knowledge gets more and more, and it kind of overwhelms them. All right, I think that's the best way to put it. You're putting all this time in learning, because we have a limited time. You're putting all this time learning all these other stuff, and you're not learning what YAHAWASHI wants you to learn, and the most important things, or the only important things, better yet. All right, and as a result, you get people who they know all about, let's say, for example, Islam, but if you ask them about, what does YAHAWASHI want you to do, then they don't know. All right, or they don't know as much as someone or a brother who spends most of their time learning about the actual scriptures that we should be focusing on, which is Old Testament, New, Apocrypha. But yeah, it's just we can't be spending all this time or trying to go out branching out, I guess, broadening our horizons to less important things or more complex things, when it really just it shouldn't matter at the end of the day. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 20, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so called. So, we need to avoid profane and vain babblings. This is the thing. This is what she was doing. A lot of the stuff that she was saying, okay, it didn't make sense. Like one thing she was saying that, what's it called? What was she saying? The temple of God. That's what she said. Is down the street over there. Like no, like that is not what the scriptures say. All right. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 19, what, know ye not that your body is a temple of the Holy Ghost which is in you, which ye have of Yahweh, and ye are not your own. So the scriptures are telling us that our body is a temple of the Holy Ghost. The body is the temple. It's not a building. Temple made. Acts chapter 17 verse 24, Yahweh that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is the Lord of heaven, not in temples made with hands. Okay, so over here, the scriptures are already contradicting her. So she's going against the scriptures already. So, number one, she's going. Oh no, that she wasn't. It's not already. She was number one. She was going against the scriptures by trying to tell them something. All right, by trying to teach them, and then now she's going against the scriptures by just saying things that are just completely contrary to the scriptures. Again, you need to be aware of these types of people, and you need to avoid them, because the thing is, the delusion that they've gone to, it's a heavy demon. All right, so you don't want that demon to get on you. We cannot be thinking that we are. Let me actually get that. Romans chapter 13 verse Romans chapter 12, verse 3, Slakia, for I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. Okay, so we need to think soberly, think not to think that we're we're hot-ish, all right? And this is the thing that she has messed up, okay? Thinking that she's you can clearly see, well, it is, I guess, if you want to call it a state of fact, to say that she is a Judite princess, sure, okay, as we are Judite kings or Israelite kings or whatever we want to call it. But you can see the pride when she says that, because in reality, we're not supposed to be. Let me actually get that. Bear with me, Slakia. Matthew chapter 23, verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall exalt, Matthew chapter 23, verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. Okay, so the people that are thinking highly of themselves, thinking that they're more than what they are, they're going to be abased. Which, let's actually get that, because I remember I did do a video on this. Abase, behave in a way that belittles or degrades. So you're going to be degraded, humbled, or humiliated if you're exalting yourself. And then if you humble yourself, you're going to be exalted. All right, and she's exalting herself. All right, she's exalting herself. She's going to be humbled. All right, by YAHAWASHI. All right. And yeah, again, just she was doing a bunch of vain babblings, okay? But yeah, we need to our main thing is avoid these types of people. The woman that was basically talking all this stuff, saying this, that, and the third, trying to make herself seem she's saying something, she's spitting something, she's so deep, this, that, and the third. Like a lot of times I will say, things don't need to be that deep. Like, you don't need to be deep to really be knowledgeable. You know what I mean? Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself? Okay, so again, like, we don't need to overcomplicate things by making ourselves aware of every single thing that goes on. Okay, because we just need to focus on the main stuff. And one of the main things is serving Yahawadah. Okay, that's the main thing that we need to concern ourselves with. Okay, yes, there are going to be some times where maybe you want to know what's the best food to eat, what's this help, not going out of your way to learn all the intricate details of it, on how something is made, or maybe we want to know what's the best course of action in whatever. Okay, it's just it is a complicated process, but it's just that you don't try to go out of your way to learn a whole bunch of stuff, because it can and it will bug you out, as it has bugged people out before. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, BA'ashem, YAHAWASHI, BA'ashem, RICANS, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Abad, Babal, and Shalom.